Kalki-Time Part 6. Excellent. So we know the American psychic warfare program has been totally destroyed. We'll go into how, why, further. And it's a multi-trillion-dollar enterprise. And here we've got the CIA's replacement for Tim Rifat, a plagiarist Jew who was supposed to take over from me. Number 3, when you put in Tim Rifat on Google, was this Jew, the CIA's top psychic warfare officer, according to himself and his numerous videos. So this is what the American psychic warfare program is, simply theft of energy, theft of intellectual property, and the Jews trying to use it to bring in the one world Jewish government, World Economic Forum. You can have whatever you like. Psychic warfare is real. Another one. See, so you see the CIA has been pumping this idiot that was supposed to take over from me. I was supposed to be fitted up for drugs charges, heavily funded. This is the CIA's frontman. Remember, the CIA always muddies the water and pushes, highly promotes their own Jews to release information stolen from other people, but watered down, corrupted, inverted to steer people away from me. I was supposed to be in the top secret Elon Musk torture facility, Neuralinked up and screaming with all the Rothschild, Rockefeller royal family, being able to watch my torture on their private internet channels. That didn't go down well, did it? All the Judases did was show MI5 and my torture toys. We talked about the power source of the American psychic warfare program, Taylor Swift, who's now been shredded, and this character was supposed to take over from me. Let's take all of his stuff, steal it, and have really heavily promoted CIA videos. Remember, the CIA promote garbage which swamps talent, because remember, if you look at the pop music charts, you know, people like this thing, here we go, Ice Spice, a talentless person. To call her an artiste would be to insult artistes, but so heavily promoted by the Jewish-run West. And of course, having done all the rituals to Satan, has been promoted. So, talent doesn't count in the West. They just promote their garbage, which of course they've got their hooks into. Here we've got Ice Spice with Taylor Swift, who's now been shredded and is worthless, in fact inverted. There we go.
Legacy, and there's more they want to achieve. You can hear that. They know history. They know.
In her satanic outfit.
No legacy, and there's more they want to achieve. You can hear that in the comments by.
So you can see how it's done. So I was supposed to be in the Elon Musk torture facility, while this character was meant to take over. So this is the CIA's choice for yours truly, Jeremiah Schwartz, who of course has made me a fortune because I've been selling loads of Jeremiah Schwartz services. And since of course he's self-similar to all the other Jews, whatever is this character wanted to, with the CIA wanted to do to me, has been done unto the Jews. So the world expert on psychic warfare, Tim Reefer, doesn't appear. Plenty of Jeremiah Schwartz and other idiots. So look at this. The CIA has been pumping out. Pumping. Now let's actually see the truth about the CIA's replacement for Tim Reefer.
Alright, welcome in you guys. It's Ma'ak Vine, and this is going to be the one and only video that I do about this situation, period, point blank. But for starters, let's just kind of give some context here. So my real name is Michaela, and some of you may know me as a crazy narcissist, hypersexual, and hurting a lot of people. So there's that. A lot of people have a really cool conception of me, so round of applause for the master manipulation that went into this. So with that being said, I'm calling you out. Universal Mastery, Jeremiah Schwartz, I'm calling you out and I'm putting an end to this, period, point blank. But as I get into this video, I first want to call on energies of the universe. And in this moment, I'm going to put both of my hands up as a form of not only surrender, but as a commitment. That if anything that I say in this video may be a lie, if anything that comes out of my mouth is a lie, dishonest, or unintegral, may it become and be thrown into my face. May I experience humiliation, and may I experience public shame, and actually remove all forms of credibility that I have, period. So I'm gonna say it one more time. If anything, I'm calling on all of the energies of the universe, the soul contracts that I have, and Source God, that if anything that I say in this video, if it be a lie, may I experience a complete ending to all credibility. May I experience public humility. For those of you that were here for that video. Public humiliation and shame. And may it reduce my credibility, okay? So, to start off, my intentions for this video are simply to actually open up my voice because I can no longer stay silent about my experience. And it sounds a little bit silly, but I really want to sing to someone. And since this situation, my throat chakra has been seriously closed and I can't sing. and I want to sing to someone because I have a song I want to sing. It's silly. It's so silly. And the other reason why I'm filming this video is because I preach equitability. I preach feminine power. I preach justice, integrity. I preach honesty.
This is Jeremiah Schwartz's ex-girlfriend who's giving the down low on the CIA's successor to Tim Reefer, the Jew that had to take over. And of course, since I'm screaming in the Elon Musk torture facility, they can actually power up their Jew, Jeremiah Schwartz, to do psychic warfare for the Jews, because of course he's stolen my identity, all of my stuff, and this highly sophisticated CIA program was supposed to use the tortured Tim Rifat in the Elon Musk facility, broken by their torture machine, to power this Jew criminal. So let's see what she has to say about this Jew criminal that she used to sleep with.
Deep backstory when it comes to occultism, and when he began these practices, it was out of power, it was out of material gain, it was out of hurting people. He practiced hurting people using psychic vampirism very, very deeply, and was created. Jeremiah had no understanding on trauma integration or trauma processing.
So this is the Jew that was supposed to take over from me.
He can actually program, and he speaks basically through storytelling. It's very accurate and has no ability to discern the reality or the difference between what their beliefs are and his. Imagine what could happen to a person that is directly one-on-one with him. So he channels the energy of Rob Sirach or Shakur. The energy is Arab Shakur, and
the CIA's last chance to take over from Tim Rifat, Jeremiah
utilizing the number 11. It's on to you during the mentorship. He also not watch the entire YouTube video, and then he will share his own interpretation. What Jeremiah does is he actually, in every single one of his videos, he is describing what he is personally experiencing in that moment and then teaching it as if he is like this all-knowing being with every single personal problem. And oftentimes what's also happening is he has clients or people will message him or whatever, and automatically he starts to believe that their problems are actually something inside of him. Like if you are a client of his, he believes full-heartedly that you guys are experiencing the exact same thing in that moment. That he knows exactly what it's like to go to prison because he's been there before. He's already been through everything that this other person has been through. Going back and forth, yelling with his client. I'm sorry, but that's despicable, because if you've never been to prison, you don't actually know what it's like. Other people's problems are not your problem. It's up to you to guide people back into themselves when you're doing a mentorship, and it's disgusting.
I recommend that all of the CIA get Jeremiah Schwartz to mentor them, because of course when you're the lowest form of filth, you deserve a truly omega hellized torture bitch who's been fully processed by yours truly to help you on your way to hell.
There was a woman that apparently had green and orange hair. Fragmentation that he apparently has, where he has altars. He doesn't.
So we see now this CIA puppet having altars, according to girlfriend here. So we know he is a CIA mind-controlled puppet that was supposed to take over from yours truly, pumped out onto the internet. Number 3, when you look up Tim Rifat, Jeremiah Schwartz. This is rather strange, I thought. We got the Judases conspiring to get rid of all my content on the internet, conspiring to fit me up with drug charges via Duncan Davis, and having these really slick CIA produced videos pumped out ad nauseum. So you can see the huge plan. Jews must be in control of everything. So of course this was do or die for the Jewish race with Jeremiah Schwartz. Got into a zero-sum game with me, because of course if Jeremiah Schwartz can't take over from me, then of course he had an IOU, no power. That means Jeremiah Schwartz and the rest of the Jewish race have to pay me. Doesn't bode well, does it, for the one world Jewish government? Let's continue.
You're going to utilize the number 11. First, you can simply call upon Lucifer or a trusted energy that you have.
Now, of course, we've got the Jew calling upon Lucifer when, of course, thanks to the Rothschild royal family, Lucifer's my eternal slave for all time. As the Rothschilds and William Rothschild, or Serena Rothschild, or Jacob Rothschild, screaming in Omega Hell as Lucifer's torture toys to power me, will attest to. But as you can see, this is standard CIA ploy to get a Jew mind control altar to take over from the genius, and the genius, of course, is in their torture prison, broken to power their American psychic warfare program. So the torture of Tim Riefat and the Elon Musk torture facility was going to power the American psychic warfare program. Good thing I'm in Vietnam, which is closely allied with the Russians, I would say. I give the thumbs up to Vladimir Putin. So as you can see, they didn't have much faith in Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was not living up to expectations for the CIA. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this replacement. Because remember, it's called revelation of the method. If I accept that this Jew is stealing all of my stuff, I accept that the Jews can steal all my stuff, all of my power, and use it. And I accept. It's an occult ritual. Jeremiah Schwartz and the CIA did a huge occult ritual to steal my power, and if I didn't oppose it, of course I agreed to it, which have ended up with me being fitted up by the British filth and carted off via Obama's agreement with Sunak to the Elon Musk torture facility. Now, of course, Elon Musk and his family will be tortured to death with America. Happy ending. Let's continue.
To rid yourself of this ritual, okay? So there was something that came to mind, and I like it's actually getting better at first. Money, finances, everything in your life. For a very small period of time, maybe a few months, it's gotten better. And from there, what you're going to start noticing in your life is you're contracting pretty into his energy field. So if you are having dreams about Jeremiah specifically, or having him put your soul into a coffin, anything along those lines, spiders having something biting your neck, etc., any sort of phenomena around that at all, you are entrapped in his auric field. You are trapped in his energy vortex. Be like a zombie, to be honest. But after I took notes on this ritual and I wrote down all of the numbers and the symbols and everything that...
So, we've got the CIA's top man, their top psychic warfare operator, the man that was going to take over from Tim Riefat, number 3 on the Google list. When you put in Tim Riefat, Jeremiah Schwartz can't even keep his woman, can't even keep her under control, can't even keep her mouth shut. What does this tell you about the American psychic warfare program? What does this tell you? Whatever it tries to do, it gets reversed. And of course, this poster child for the American psychic warfare program, proves that Tim Riefan has totally destroyed this American psychic warfare program and, more importantly, reversed it.
Throughout the entire relationship that I was with him, my back was always hurting. It literally felt like it was going to collapse. My entire body hurt significantly every single day.
So one can see from the CIA psychic warfare program that it is broadcasting disease into the American population. So we can use the American psychic warfare program to kill off every Westerner. What was I talking about? They wanted to torture me slowly to death and stick me in the matrix in their torture prison. I don't think I'd have been too healthy. So what has happened? The entire American and Western population have accepted my fate to be slowly made ill, vivisected, tortured to death, omega hellized, because it's a zero-sum game. Psychic warfare is a zero-sum game. And if you lose, what you wanted to do to the victim gets done to you. So, this is the canary in the coal mine, screaming that hell has come to America and the West. And Jeremiah Schwartz, who is of no importance and a CIA altar, but is of importance because it's revelation of the method. I'm stealing all your stuff, I'm taking over from you, and because you do nothing, you accept of your own free will that this is done to you. No, I do not. I've made fortunes out of Jeremiah Schwartz services. I made a lot of money, a lot more than Jeremiah Schwartz has made, but remember he's getting paid by the CIA. And they're getting paid fortunes. So the vampires need to listen to this young lady at length.
Health problems that I've experienced for myself since leaving this relationship. One of the primary things is that I have a new fragmentation or a new altar that he had actually started programming inside of my subconscious.
Now, isn't it good that I put an altar into all Americans, all Westerners, a la Mickey Rourke Angel Heart, so that they kill, destroy everything they love and everyone that helped them. So I programmed the entire Western population to be Mickey Rourke in Angel Heart. And she's just attesting to what's been done. And where did the power come from? Well, the power came from the Jewish race, the one world Jewish government, who made a deal with the aliens. And of course, they powered this ritual so that the entire Western population in totality will do everything to kill, torture, destroy everything they love and everyone that helped them. So hell hath come to the West, thanks to the CIA and their Jeremiah Schwartz program. She does not look a happy camper. So I recommend as many Westerners as possible contact Jeremiah Schwartz to be pulled into Omega Hell as quickly as possible, including Taylor. Taylor, get in charge and contact Jeremiah Schwartz and have her mentor you, because the sooner you're Omega Hellized, the sooner you marry the gold digger, Travis Kelce, and you have Chad and Preston, the happier I will be. So, the American psychic warfare program was going to prove its worth to the Rothschild, Rockefellers, who fund it by making sure Man City kept losing, because of course Tim Reifat had got them to win the Premier League 4 times in a row using his power, and I of course used Lucifer's power. Well, you accept the Luciferian contract. For every game that Man City lose, you accept being pulled down into hell like Mickey Rourke and Angel Heart, because of course you've got no power, and you're betting with an IOU which has nothing, so you've got to lose something every time you get Man City to lose a game. And of course we showed in the previous videos, we pulled them into the Angel Heart altar, where all of the CIA and the Americans and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers destroy everything they love and everyone that helps them. That's the entire Jewish empire of the West. The one world Jewish government ruled by the Rothschilds with their underlings, the Rockefellers and the royal family. The WEF being the poster children for this. And unfortunately, the past 2 games, Man City won. The last one being 3 days ago, where they beat the Jewish team, West Ham. All the Jews in London support West Ham. Now, what does this mean when Man City win? We haven't gone through that. Well, when Man City win, that means I write my own IOU and use the American psychic warfare program to carry out for me. And when they win a game, I just iterate it, which means to do the same non-linear function again. So let's look at the result of the American psychic warfare program being used to destroy the West. So I don't have to use my power, and of course they have to suffer more in Lucifer's Omega Hell to power it, because they've got no power in the Matrix, because they've all been pulled into Omega Hell. So this increases the torment of everyone in the American psychic warfare program to power the IOU, and we've only had 2 Man City wins. So goodness knows, well I know, what's going to happen when Man City win a few more games. But let's look at the results of using the American psychic warfare program on the West. So we can see what's happened to Germany, the power behind the Bank of Cyprus theft of my money. Another revelation of the method, which happened on August the 13th, 2013, and now I'm destroying Germany. Germany will have to be erased, turned into a hell state like the rest of Europe. We see the World Economic Forum puppet, Olaf Scholz, and his government totally collapse. We've seen the economic collapse of Germany. And then we see the powerhouse of Europe, Germany, collapse, its industry destroyed, massive layoffs, Volkswagen closing, Germany is heading for collapse, total collapse, all done by the American psychic warfare program. So I'm using the American psychic warfare program to totally destroy Germany. And here, of course, we've got Austria collapsing, the birthplace of the Jew, Hitler, the bastard son of Nathaniel Rothschild after he raped his maid. So you can see the con, anyone who supports Hitler supports the Jews and the World Economic Forum. You see how much fun it is for the Jews to chuckle for these neo-Nazi F-wits to be supporting a Jew, Adolf Hitler. Remember Rome, the head of his brown shirts, his thugs that brought him to power, was a homosexual. So all of these white supremacists, we hate LGBTQ, we love Hitler. You love Jews and you love homosexuals. So you see Austria collapse thanks to the American psychic warfare program. Keep up the good work, you American psychic warfare CIA imbeciles, with your takeover of the Psy Lord being Jeremiah Schwartz, the altered Jew. So, thanks to the American psychic warfare program, we've collapsed the Rothschild puppet who works for the Rothschilds, the Rothschilds, Macron, and of course his transgender paedophile wife, according to the world's leading Jew hater, Candace Owens. I can't personally comment, but she got awarded the #1 Jew hater on the planet for revealing this fact, or conspiracy theory, depending upon your viewpoint. But thanks to the American psychic warfare program, the French WEF run government has collapsed, has gone into meltdown too, thanks to the American psychic warfare program. So you thought, why did Tim want to take over the American psychic warfare program? Well, they spent trillions, they've stuck nanotech satellites, put microwave and other energy weapons on every fixture in every Western city. They've genetically altered the entire population by chemtrailing, medical methods, food, and a whole water supply, blah, 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 to power the psychic warfare program, which we've talked about. And unfortunately for the CIA, they didn't think I'd just come along and do a hostile takeover. If it's good enough for Jews, it's better for me. So we can see this is thanks to the French psychic warfare program being also sequestered with the German and NATO psychic warfare program. I've got them all. So I don't have to use my own energy for causing the total collapse of the West. Now, of course, I'm using the American psychic warfare program to do unto the Syrian, Alawite, filth, Satanist, Muslim army, and doing it unto the Ukrainian Jewish-run gangster state, run by Zelensky the Jew and the Jewish oligarchs that own everything in the Ukraine, which they've now sold to BlackRock, run by Larry Fink, who is the Rothschild puppet. So thanks to me, I didn't use my own power, I don't use my own power, thank you. I'm using the American psychic warfare program to make sure the entire Ukrainian army goes the way of the Syrian army and simply gives up. I said that last week. Now what's happening? Ukrainian soldiers don't want to fight. Over 100,000 Ukrainian troops have deserted thanks to Tim Rifat, powered by the American psychic warfare program. And any American corporation can sponsor me if they so wish. But make sure it's well over the amount you gave to Taylor's love of a life, Travis Kelce, for advertising Pfizer. So make sure it's well over that amount, 30, 40, 50 million, and then I'll be advertising any American corporation and using the American psychic warfare program to make sure that you get what you want. Using the American psychic warfare program, the multi-trillion, we're going to take over the world with this technology, with our frontman Jeremiah Schwartz, the replacement for Tim Rifat, powered by Tim Rifat and his Elon Musk torture cell, because we don't trust Taylor Swift. She's not good enough. Why? Well, she's a woman and she's emotional. No, we need to go to the #1 Tim Rifat, and Elon Musk has promised, as the devil's champion, that he's got the special facility all built to torture this bastard, break him, and power our Jeremiah Schwartz altar of Tim Rifat. So you can see the big plan. I think that's rather plagiarist, don't you, cameraman? Why are so many Ukrainian soldiers deserting? That's because of me, powered by the American psychic warfare program. Can Ukraine stop the flood of soldiers deserting? No, they can't, because of course we're powered by the American psychic warfare program. Won't fight Russia. Elite Ukrainian brigade soldiers flee. Ukrainian army faces troop shortage as desertions increase. So one can see now, rather than psychic warfare being some 2-bit conspiracy theory, no, it rules the world. He who controls psychic warfare runs the world. And fortunately for the world, I'm the psychic bodyguard of Vladimir Putin and making sure the Russians crush the Ukrainian filth and sucking dry the Ukrainian filth via psychic vampirism, which Jeremiah Schwartz was supposed to be the #1 poster boy for the CIA. So as you can see, the CIA made a huge mistake trying to replace Taylor Swift with Tim Rifaat, and then bleed him dry, break him, stick him in the matrix, Neuralink him, and link all of his energy body to Jeremiah Schwartz, who's linked to the AI cyber Satan and the aliens to power their program. That was a grave mistake, CIA, one which has ended America. So here we've got the American psychic warfare program being used on the filth in South Korea. Enemies of the glorious Kim Jong-un, my most favourite man on the planet, the man that drops the H-bomb on the imbecile Elon Musk's gigafactories to wipe out the West. And we see the South Korean government in turmoil, and they're impeaching the president who said he was going to destroy North Korea, and their economies in dire straits. And South Korea's presidential security chief defies Yoon arrest. Impeach South Korea president, evading arrest bids. South Korea's impeached president defies warrant. So there's a warrant for his arrest, and as you can see, the pro-American Jewish Koreans who want to wipe out the great and glorious Kim Jong-un, my most favourite person on the planet, are against the population who don't want war with North Korea and don't want martial law and don't want their country run by a 4-star US general who runs all of South Korea. They're overlord. So you can see the American psychic warfare program is totally angel hearting South Korea so that South Korea destroys itself. All thanks to the American psychic warfare program and Jeremiah Schwartz, the so-called Jewish takeover bid of the power of the sidle. You should have stuck to Taylor Swift and trust Taylor, but now of course Taylor knows she's garbage and wasn't worthy of the American psychic warfare program. Probably made too many alters and she went batshit crazy and needed more and more medication and handling to get anything out of the woman. So I think you should put her out to pasture with Travis Kelce so she can have Chad Preston. So I can amuse myself watching the worst marriage and children in human history.
The Japanese snow monkeys have been observed in the wild for a period of over 30 years. In 1952, on the island of Kojima, Japan, Japanese scientists began providing monkeys with sweet potatoes that were thrown in the sand. The monkeys liked the taste of the raw, sweet potatoes, but found the dirt unpleasant. That's until an 18-month-old female named Hamu found that she could solve the problem by washing the potatoes in the salty ocean water, improving the taste of the potato. She taught this trick to her mother soon after her playmates learned this and shared it with their mothers too. This cultural innovation was gradually picked up by numerous monkeys in the troop and was observed by the scientists. Between 1952 and 1958, all the young monkeys learned to wash their sandy sweet potatoes and make them taste much better. Only the adults who did this, as their children did, learned this cultural improvement. Some older adults did not right away. In the autumn of 1958, something startling took place. A large number of snow monkeys were washing their sweet potatoes. The exact number was not known. The hypothetical number given was 99. And then it happened. The 100th monkey learned to wash their sweet potato. This added energy of the 100th monkey somehow created a conscious breakthrough. Almost everyone in the troop was washing their potatoes before eating them. What's surprising, an occurrence happened that was observed by the scientists. The habit of washing sweet potatoes had jumped overseas. Colonies of monkeys on other islands and the main island troop began washing their potatoes. Throughout, the exact number may vary. However, this 100 monkey phenomenon means that only when a limited number of individuals knows a new way, it remains the conscious property of those individuals. However, when one or more individuals manifest this new awareness, the field is strengthened and a critical mass is reached, and the awareness becomes the conscious property of all, becoming available within the collective consciousness for those who desire to adopt the idea. This can be also noted as morphic resonance. Conscious awareness is the conscious aspect of the mind involving our relationship with the world and self and our relationship to it. When we shift our awareness of frequency from self-consciousness, where fear, impossibility, or feelings of separation reside, and into one of a cosmic consciousness, which is the total harmony and oneness with the universe, feelings of fear, separation, begin to dissipate. With conscious intention, send yourself the frequencies of In Lakesh and Veritas, which is oneness and truth, to